Today, we're going to be talking about the power of writing, the power of writing things down. These are things that we want to align to, we want to bring into a reality, we want to experience. And there's so much power in actually writing things down, not only as reference, something you can refer back to and you can look back and say, in 2014, I wrote X, Y, and Z. It's also a method of ingraining things into your subconscious, because not only are you writing the word patterns out, but also your hand is moving as you're writing. And as your hand is moving, it's being imprinted into your subconscious mind. There's so many factors that work at the same time. So you're writing verbally, or your internal verbal dialogue is saying or reading out to you what you're writing down. And then physically also you're writing and ingraining it into your subconscious. And it's so powerful. That's why there are certain methods of aligning to your manifestations, which are, for example, scripting, journaling, writing a letter to your future self. Actually, I haven't done that in a while. Let's dive into that. Writing a letter to your future self, how that plays out or how that pans out. So personally, every birthday, I will write a letter to myself, to my future self. And in that letter, I will go into detail of what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling, what I'm experiencing, how my state is in that current future year. So what I found doing this over the years, that when you're writing things down, essentially, and you're reading the letter back, first of all, most of the stuff you've forgotten about. You even forgotten that you wrote a letter. It's just that you might have like an internal, it's my birthday. Didn't I write myself a letter? And then you go look where you kept your letter, and then most of the stuff would have manifested. Or some of the stuff you realize you actually no longer want, or you no longer align to. And that's what happened to me. I remember reading one letter where I was talking about having moved out, having my own place, and then as I was reading it, I was in my own place. And it felt so exhilarating knowing that I had done the work already. And then having done the work, it must manifest, it must align. So you do the work by aligning to what you want. So you're writing out this letter, you're writing out what you want to see in a year's time. And the reason I use my birthdays, because birthdays personally are very important to us personally, on a personal level. We personally celebrate them, meaning even if we don't have a big celebration, because in the recent years I didn't really have any big celebrations anymore. I kind of would have a celebration on my own, or like with very close friends, or even during the pandemic where I had one of my closest friends on the phone the whole day. But with that being said, it is a celebration of you. It's a celebration of the time you came into this life, and it is also something that's very personal to you. So your energetic signature will be very prominent to that day. It holds a lot of energy. So when you're writing a letter to your future self, when you have these energies around you, it amplifies. It allows things to align to your greatest good. It allows things to align and to be useful to you. So your birthday has an energetic signature that is specific to you, that's aligned to you, that amplifies your energy. So whatever you're doing on that day, or whatever you are aligning yourself with on that day, is going to magnify. When you're saying that you want to manifest X, Y, and Z, or you want to align to X, Y, and Z, or you want to script how your life is going to look like in a year's time, you have these energies that are going to support you during that. So it's a good space to start off. I would say if you're going to start this, make it into a little bit of a ritual. So before you write your letter, maybe sit down, meditate, get yourself into a high vibrational frequency, or go for a workout and then come back with your high vibe, and then go and script or go and write your letter. And then once you're done with that, I would also recommend use a nice pen that you like, use a nice piece of paper, nice stationery. And then once you're done, put it in an envelope, seal it, and then put the date on where you're supposed to open it. So once that is complete, put the letter somewhere away where you don't see it daily. And then as your next birthday approaches, you will now remind yourself, oh, I remember writing a letter. It was letter time. Sometimes, these days anyway, I'm more excited about writing the letter than reading the past letter. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can bless somebody else's timeline with this video. But the past letters really are kind of like timestamps that reveal your inner self to yourself, like your inner state of being in that moment, in that snapshot. And those emotions are pouring out. So when you're writing a letter, have emotions, positive emotions that are pouring out, and it will amplify everything. That's why I did mention try and get into a higher vibe state before you write the letter. With that being said, love and light, my loves. Ciao.